Good morning, friends. It's Miss Amanda. Today I'm going to do a math activity with you. We're going to do some patterning and some sorting. First, I'm going to read to you a book that will go with our activity. It's called The Button Box, and it's by Marguerite Reed, and it's illustrated by Sarah Chamberlain. My grandma has a special box. I like to play with what's inside. I wonder what might be in the box. The title of the box is The Button Box. What do you think might be inside? Lots of buttons. Look at all those buttons. I swirl the buttons round and round, and then I pick the ones I like. 10 have flowers painted on them, just like Grandma's china dishes. I like to sort them first. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 buttons. Next, I look for sparkly buttons. I pretend they are jewels that once belonged to kings and queens and movie stars. Some buttons are covered with cloth, satin, velvet, or corduroy. They make me think of fancy clothes. These are metal buttons from overalls and jeans, leather ones from cowboy shirts and sweaters. Let's see how many there are. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 metal buttons, and 1, 2, 3, 4 leather buttons. I wonder how many that would be all together. Let's count and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 all together. This looks like one from Grandpa's winter coat. Grandma says these small ones came from shoes worn long ago. So there's little teeny tiny ones there. We'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 teeny tiny buttons. Next, I sort the shiny buttons that come from uniforms. I line them up like marchers on the big parade. So we have the buttons with the flags, buttons that say US, buttons with swords, buttons with an emblem on them, all different buttons, all separated and sorted. Next, I pull all the pearly ones and make a rainbow pattern. When does little change to big? I can never tell. So look, they started at the bottom and they worked up to a rainbow pattern. And if you look, the big ones are at the bottom too. So they also sorted it by size. Some buttons have 4 holes. Some buttons have 2. Some don't have any sewing holes. They have shanks. That's this right on the bottom. Instead, these make good eyes on puppets or stuffed animals. Sometimes when Grandma sorts with me, we play a special game. We stir the buttons, shut our eyes, and we each take one. Grandma asks, "Are they alike?" Mine is wooden, so is hers. Both are round and flat, but hers is thick and mine is thin. She puts my button on a string. Whirl it around, she says. The string twists up. I pull the ends and listen to it hum. Grandma tells me what some buttons used to be. Some were seashells. Some were even sand. Big furnaces heat the sand until it melts. When it cools, it's glass. Wooden buttons come from trees. Deer shed their antlers every winter and grow new ones in the spring. I like the buttons made from their old horns. Those are down at the bottom. When it's time to put the buttons back, I pretend I'm very rich, counting all my gold. I like to feel the buttons, then the bumpy and the smooth. I like the way they sound, clickety, tappity, falling through my fingers, one by one, into the box. Then Grandma puts the box away where I will wait till next time. I wonder who first figured buttons out. The end. So, I have a button box, and I have a lot of buttons that my aunt gave me. So, if you have buttons or coins, or I'm just going to take this off, different things at home that you can sort, you can do this activity as well. So, just going to prop this up here, and we'll do some sorting. So I'm going to take a handful of buttons out, and I've got a big one. I've got big ones and little ones. So the first way I'm going to sort is big ones and little ones. So I'm going to put my big ones over here, and then I'm going to put my little ones over here. So this one's big. I'm not going to sort them all. I'm just going to sort a few of them. And little, ooh, and then I have, this one's kind of not too big, but it's not too little either. So I'm going to do medium-sized buttons too. And then you could count how many you have of each. So I have 1, 2, 3 big buttons, 1, 2, 3 little buttons, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small buttons. Big, medium, small. Another thing you could do, so you could sort all different ways. Some have toggles on the back, some just like the book, 4 holes, 2 holes. You could see how many you have of that. Some have fabric, just like in the book. Another thing you could do is you could actually make a pattern. So like I could do an AB pattern, so big, little, big, little, big. I wonder which would come next. Oh, you're right, little. You can do an AABB pattern, so big, big, little, little, big, big, little, little. What would come next? So I have big, big, little, little, big, big, little, little. You're right. Big. I might have to swirl my buttons around. Big. So try making some different patterns, sorting in different ways. Buttons are really fun to sort, but like I said, rocks, coins, socks are fun to sort. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all soon. Bye.